I think there will be a mass exodus from the states, especially musicians, and artists. Those are the most people who are probably going to flee first. I fell in love with Mexico first, I think. Just every day, it's like I'm happier here every day. And now Mexico's getting expensive compared to Vietnam. U.S. to Mexico is the same kind of price relationship as Mexico to Vietnam. And now Da Nang is the new hot trend. It's better than Mexico, exponentially better than anywhere I've lived, I think. It's like the first 6 months you're here, everything costs. Are you fucking kidding me?
You said Da Nang is paradise.
It is. In the U.S., my ex-wife and I making about $200,000 a year. She made a lot more than I did, but the nurse, no savings, hardly. We're just barely making it. I'm from Santa Cruz, a tiny 2-bedroom piece of crap that needs to be torn down is $1 million starting. In the U.S., everyone's in a hurry. You're scrambling. The economics aren't working. For art or music to happen, there has to be all these different financial factors, right? You've got to have, low enough rent, some work. You've got to either galleries or, clubs that are open. You've got to have audience, people that are coming, If any of those things are out of balance, and that's what happened in Portland, the whole art scene and the music scene will collapse. And then during the pandemic, it's just a lot of racial tension, a lot of anti-Latino, anti-Muslim, Latino-Muslim, yeah. During the pandemic, I kind of lost it. I was watching too much movies for sure. I get really nervous before all my gigs, and just, it wasn't fun anymore for me. I moved to Veracruz first for half a year, and then Mexico City. Mexico City was just much more happening, better music scene, more work for me. I miss Mexico City a lot, all the time.
Did you say you lived in the Condesa area?
Roma Norte.
Okay, so you're living in like the hottest digital nomad
in the world,
heavy area.
Yeah. I had a really good deal. I had a 3-bedroom, an old big 3-bedroom apartment right on the main street there. Maybe $700 or $800 a month, unfurnished, and the kitchen and bathroom were a total mess. It was just horrible. Horrible. But it was huge. It was a giant apartment. My windows were open all year round, wide open. Just perfect temperature all year round. Incredible music, food, art, dance, everything. And easy to live there. It's super easy. All through the pandemic, right? I think Oaxaca blew up, and Mexico City blew up. And now Mexico's getting expensive. Like, I'm paying the same amount for this bagel that I did back home. It's hard to buy groceries in Roma Norte. There are very few cheap stores. You still have to shop at the little smaller markets and everything. And none of the wages went up for any of the locals at all. And it was feeling, I guess, being in Mexico City, I was feeling a little cut off from nature a little bit. That's the only thing that was lacking there. It just feel like I want to, walk by on the beach or, get out a little bit more, go swimming or something. I'm by one of the nicest beaches in the world here.
You said Da Nang is paradise.
It is. It's clean, beautiful city, river. All the buildings are new. You're 20 minutes, you're on the motorbike and you're in this incredible wilderness, private tropical beaches there, just north of Lady Buddha there. Easy. Everything about living here is really, really easy. You can order anything. Anything comes to your door in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's just incredibly cheap. You're eating out all the time, and I'm traveling all over, massages. It changes your lifestyle, your general lifestyle. Like, what am I going to do today? Whatever. Maybe I'll go hang gliding, or I'll start go-karting, or, things that were a little prohibitively expensive before. Here, they're like $40. Okay, let's go hang gliding, right? If I was paying this much in Mexico, I'd get just a tiny tenement hotel room probably with nothing. I'm paying $10 million about. $10 million. It's going to be about 11, 12 with everything, I think. Just one bedroom. It's a tiny one bedroom too. Yeah, it's a little cramped, definitely.
That does actually sound pretty expensive for Denali.
It is, and it's because of where we are. Local meals are $1 to $2. There's one restaurant I go to, and it's under $2 for this big beef hot pot with beef, shrimp, vegetables, tofu is like enough for 2 people. And then if you want Mexican or Italian food or something, that's more like $5, $4 to $6. And if you're in the $12 range, you're all out, all you can eat seafood buffet. When I moved to Hoi An last year, it was like a crew of 3 guys, full-size truck, and moved my whole apartment. And it took 4 hours, 6 hours or something. How much was it? $45? I just went to the hospital. I broke 3 ribs. I fell in one of these wet bathrooms. It cost me like $200 for an MRI and an X-ray and all the consultation. And unless you have something like a cancer, the heart attack, transplant, liver transplant, you can pay out of pocket. For instance, David has a house in Mexico and an apartment, and he's renting both out, living here on about $1,200 a month in Denali from that rental. And in Mexico, in Guadalajara, he's eating avocado tacos all the time, really cheap, not spending much money, not going out much. And here he's like ordering every meal out. He's fully retired at 42, But as you know, Denali is going up really, really fast. I had a friend, he was here, I think he left an apartment. He was paying $5 million, and it's been 3 months, not even 3 months, and he's renting for 12.
Do you still need to earn an income? And how do you?
I still need to work, yeah. The music jobs here, they pay about the same as Mexico. I teach online. I have students in the States, and I teach some students here in Vietnam, and I teach a little bit in person. That's not really enough to cover everything. And then I work, play music here and tour. So
are you also living off of savings and stuff? Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Savings at this point, yeah. And I opened a business last year to get a visa. One of the only paths to get a visa, longer-term visa right now. A 2-year visa if you open a company. All the expat, everyone's working under the table pretty much, except me. Now I'm finally legal, right? They're not cracking down on the expats working a little bit under the table. I've seen this gentrification thing happen over and over again. Personally, I've been a part of it. I
think that happens anytime people are escaping gentrification. They move somewhere else, and then of course they're going to be part of the gentrification that's happening.
Right, you're looking for where's that edge of the cheaper places that are still not totally developed and in the line of the development.